Okay, part 2 for Uranus moving into Gemini. Let's get into it. Okay, so I left off on the 7th house. So this is if your Gemini is in the 8th house, what you can expect. Just to give you a quick run through in case you're watching this one first. Uranus moves every 7 years. It takes 84 years to make it all the way around. Is the planet of disruption, the planet of the unexpected. I like to say middle name plot twist. Like, if it can be different and random, it will be. Is the planet that rules Aquarius. Now, Gemini is the sign of communication, your siblings, your neighbors, your learning. So being curious, learning about a bunch of things. So when you combine that with Uranus, is bringing a lot of upheaval, a lot of disruption in the way that you communicate, the way that you see yourself, the way that you express yourself, relationships with siblings, etc. Now, if you have Gemini in the 8th house, this is the house that has to do with sex, death, money, the taboo. So your relationship to sex, to money, to everything really is going to transform, is going to be disrupted, because this is usually the house where power, sexuality, all of this dark stuff like obsession and power live. And when you bring in the planet of like disruption, yeah, your transformation is going to be unlike anybody else's, because this is the house where things transform. This is the house where like we learn the darkest, deepest desires, the deepest parts of ourselves. And then you bring in a planet of the unexpected. Yeah, honey, your transformation over the next 7 years, you are going to be unrecognizable, and it's going to force you to confront themes of things that you may not have put a lot of focus on before. But it's really going to awaken this clarity around who and what you share your energy with, whether that is sexually with people or financially, like where you put your investments, where you put your money. You might have an unexpected windfall of money or an unexpected loss of money. So it's going to force you to confront your themes when it comes to money and other people. I'll be honest, this is giving liberation and freedom, but it could be like sexual liberation. It could be financial liberation, but it's going to come through healing. It's going to come through transformation, and it's going to come through like really, really intense feelings. So the 8th house is not for the faint of heart. So if this is you, my love, yeah, the next 7 years, you're going to change a lot, and it's going to force you to confront a lot. But the transformation and the breakthroughs and the money that comes on the other side of that, chef's kiss, you got this. Now, if you have Gemini in the 9th house, and that's where Uranus is going to be transiting, this is the house of like higher learning, philosophy, travel, belief systems. So the planet of upheaval coming in here, it's going to shift the way that you look at life. It's going to make you question your belief system. It's going to make you look at, you might have unexpected travel as well, but it's going to make you look at life completely different than what you have in the past. So think about like looking for meaning, going where no one has gone before, learning about random topics. You're going to be like, why am I drawn to this thing? And then you end up sharing your point of view or what you learn, because this is also the house of teaching. And that might be the thing that you're known for, right? Like the more you learn, the things that you're called to, like it's not going to make sense until you look back at the 7 years and you're like, wow, this was a path to here. So if you want to publish something, if you want to speak about something, I highly, highly encourage you to do it over the next 7 years. Now, if Uranus is going into your 10th house, this is the house of like your legacy, your career, what you're known for. This is the house, honestly, that's the most prominent. This is what people see. So I'll be honest, a planet like Uranus tells me your public perception, your public image is going to shock everybody. It's going to shift dramatically. Also, your career path might change. You might find that you're drawn to something completely different, or it could just be themes of like technology and like learning something different and like speaking about things that other people really don't go that deep on, because again, this is bringing the energy of like communication and learning. It's also bringing the energy of like technology and innovation and revolution and development. So it could be one of two ways. It could either be you become really vocal and create a revolution of some sort, or it could be just being really out there, really unique, and bringing things we haven't seen before, but like on a very public platform. So it's giving the energy of like genius or crazy, in the sense of like you might be a thought leader, you might be an innovator, you might be somebody who brings something new that people are like, wow, we're obsessed with it, or it might be so far out there that people can't keep up. So be really mindful with like authority figures, because again, revolution, you're not going to love that. They might come and go. And also your career, because this is a very public house, you're going to change a lot over the next 7 years. So don't hold on to any one identity. Just evolve and flow and find your uniqueness, because that is what you're going to be known for, is how you change what you do and how you change the path or how it's been done before over the period of 7 years. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if your Gemini is in the 11th house, which it is for me, I'm a Leo rising, also a Gemini sun, this is going to be a fun one because basically this is the house of like your networks. This is the house of like the people you impact, the people that you like collectively engage with. So also social media. So it could look like going viral. It could look like connecting with the real community that's meant to be for you, finding quirky, unique people that you resonate with or that resonate with you. So the energy of this transit for me is giving you're going to step into your true calling, into whatever collective you're meant to connect with. Is bringing the energy of like it's going to disrupt and innovate like who you've thought you needed to be around and kind of bring you the people that you were always meant to be with, if that makes sense. Now also this is the house of like dreams and aspirations, so it might also mean that your dreams shift and they become something more Uranus theme, like tech or media or the collective or like revolution. So this is where you're going to be connecting to groups and people, but you're also going to be finding like what your purpose is. Why are you here? Like what is the larger part of you that you're meant to be connected to? And it's going to come through like social media, your dreams and aspirations, the people that you connect with. So again, put all those things together. That's kind of the energy that is giving. Words are kind of failing me here because it's essentially breaking away from tradition, stepping into a new way of connecting, a new way of doing things. But I will tell you over the next 7 years because I will be living this one myself. Now, last but not least, if you have Gemini in the 12th house, Uranus moving in there, this is the house of the subconscious. This is the house of your inner world, your solitude, your spirituality. So unexpected changes when it comes to your healing, unexpected breakthrough coming on, like having a breakthrough and clarity around like something that may have happened when you were little. It could even be your spiritual gifts if you believe in that. So your intuition is going to be like ignited, but it's going to be ignited in a way that is so unique and so unexpected. It might just come online one day and you're going to be like, whoa, I didn't feel like this before. Now all of a sudden I'm aware of XYZ. So it's going to be disruptive. It's going to be intense, but it's ultimately going to transform you from the inside out, which I think is beautiful. Best advice I can give here is don't be afraid of alone time. Like sit with yourself because it's the planet of disruption and the unexpected. It might bring a sense of like deep spiritual breakthroughs like dreams or psychic downloads or like just intense when it comes to your intuition. So you're going to need that alone time to kind of integrate and embrace all of you because this house is very hidden. This house is very internal. So if you're somebody that struggles with like addiction or something, this might bring like a big pinnacle point of clarity where you're like, whoa, I need to stop drinking because XYZ, or the opposite. So be mindful because this is your inner world and it's all about being able to communicate, Gemini. So don't be afraid to open up and like talk through it because it may feel intense, but ultimately it's like a lightning bolt from the inside out, meaning when the inside is beautiful, the outside matches. And as you do that inner work and you kind of sit with yourself and embrace yourself, you're going to find that what's on the other side is just magic. So like trust your inner wisdom, trust your gut, and like let go of illusions. That's kind of the theme for the next 7 years for you. So I know this was a lot. Let me know which house is going to hit for you, how you're feeling, if you're feeling it already. If you have your Gemini placement, any other planets or anything is going to be interacting with this. And I know Uranus is going to go retrograde for a bit before it settles in next year. So you're going to get a taste of it, of what's to come. But y'all, this is a big transit. This is a big planet. This one literally moves every 7 years and it's here to disrupt and change. And fundamentally, we're going to be different people 7 years from now. So get ready, get excited. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will make a video and respond. I'm too cute not to make videos tonight. Good night, y'all.